One day, the Zumwalt was patrolling the waters of Somalia, an area known to be prone to piracy. The ship was instructed to monitor and protect passing trade vessels, using its radar and optic systems to survey its surroundings.
The USS Zumwalt is not just any warship. It's the most expensive destroyer program in the history of the US Navy, with each vessel costing over $4 billion. Outfitted with cutting-edge stealth and sensor arrays, this ship is engineered to be virtually invisible to radar, while carrying enough firepower to overwhelm any conventional threat. Its advanced systems allow it to operate in hostile environments where detection often means destruction. Yet, in the waters off Somalia, a new kind of threat emerges. Somali pirates, armed with fast boats and rocket launchers, have grown increasingly bold and sophisticated. The question isn't just whether they could find the Zumwalt. It's whether their tactics could ever pose a real challenge to a warship designed to dominate modern naval warfare. What makes the Zumwalt truly stand apart from every other warship is its integration of advanced technologies that fundamentally alter both its capabilities and its role on the modern battlefield. At 183 meters, the Zumwalt is the largest destroyer in the fleet, but its significance lies not in its size, but in its design philosophy. A ship engineered for versatility, stealth, and automation. The Zumwalt class was conceived as a multi-mission platform, able to operate in both open ocean and littoral zones, and to deliver precision strikes with minimal warning. Central to its uniqueness is its stealth profile. The Zumwalt's angular hull and superstructure, built with radar-absorbent materials and enclosed weapons, present a minimal radar cross-section. This design allows the ship to avoid detection by conventional radar systems, making it appear on screens as a much smaller vessel, if it appears at all. Its advanced heat and sound management systems further reduce its infrared and acoustic signatures, allowing it to move through contested waters with a level of discretion unprecedented for a ship of its size. In operational theaters, where detection often means vulnerability, this stealth capability is not just a feature, but a strategic advantage. The Zumwalt's technical superiority extends beyond its exterior. At the core of its operations is the Total Ship Computing Environment, TSCE, a fully integrated digital network that links navigation, communications, weapons, and defensive systems into a single, automated platform. This integration allows for rapid data sharing and decision-making, reducing the cognitive load on the crew and increasing the ship's responsiveness to emerging threats. The TSCE is paired with Advanced Active Electronically Scanned Array (AESA) radars, such as the AN/SPY-3, which enable the ship to track hundreds of targets simultaneously, from high-speed missiles to small surface contacts like fast boats. Optical sensors supplement these radar systems, providing visual identification capabilities in all weather and lighting conditions. The degree of automation achieved on the Zumwalt is a defining characteristic. Where previous destroyers required crews of over 300, the Zumwalt operates with just 150 personnel. Automated controls handle propulsion, power management, damage control, and many aspects of weapons operation. This not only reduces manpower requirements, but also allows the crew to focus on tactical decision-making and mission execution. The streamlined crew structure is a direct result of the ship's integrated systems and reflects a shift in naval doctrine toward technology-driven efficiency. The Zumwalt's armament is tailored for a wide range of threats. Its two 155mm advanced gun systems, AGS, are capable of firing precision-guided, long-range land attack projectiles up to 115 miles, offering a significant standoff capability for land attack missions. The vertical launch system accommodates a mix of missiles for anti-air, anti-ship, and land attack roles. For close-in defense against small, fast-moving targets, The ship is equipped with two 30mm Mk 46 Mod 2 gun systems, capable of engaging threats like speedboats with high rates of fire. Every weapon system is networked into the TSCE, ensuring that threat detection, targeting, and engagement are coordinated in real time. The operational environment in which the Zumwalt is deployed further underscores its value. Naval patrols in regions threatened by piracy, such as the waters off Somalia, must cover over 1.1 million square nautical miles with only about 25 vessels. In such vast and unpredictable spaces, the Zumwalt's ability to remain undetected while monitoring large areas is critical. Its sensors and stealth profile allow it to track potential threats without revealing its own position, giving it the initiative in any potential confrontation. Somali pirates, for their part, employ tactics that exploit the limitations of traditional naval patrols. They use rocket-propelled grenades, small arms, and motherships to extend their operational range and launch fast attacks. These methods are designed to overwhelm slower or less well-equipped targets, often relying on surprise and speed. However, the Zumwalt sensor suite and rapid response weapon systems negate the advantages of these tactics, allowing it to identify, track, and respond to threats long before they can close the distance. This contrast between advanced naval technology and the evolving methods of piracy sets the stage for a new kind of confrontation. The Zumwalt's presence in these waters is not just a deterrent, it represents a shift in the balance of power, where even unconventional threats must contend with a warship designed to counter them at every level. As piracy adapts and grows more organized, the question becomes how these groups will attempt to overcome the technological gap that ships like the Zumwalt present. Piracy off the coast of Somalia has become a persistent and complex threat, shaped by years of adaptation and escalating sophistication. The modern pirate threat in these waters is defined by organized groups, tactical innovation, and a willingness to exploit any vulnerability in the maritime security net. Somali pirates have evolved from small bands of opportunists to organized criminal enterprises, capable of orchestrating attacks hundreds of miles from shore. Their operations now blend traditional maritime aggression with new methods designed to maximize reach and minimize risk. A key development in their operational strategy is the use of motherships, large, often hijacked fishing vessels or freighters that serve as mobile bases. These ships enable pirates to extend their operational range deep into the Indian Ocean, far beyond the Somali coastline. From these motherships, pirates deploy small, fast skiffs equipped with automatic weapons and rocket-propelled grenades. The motherships provide fuel, supplies, and a platform for launching multiple attacks, allowing pirates to remain at sea for weeks and strike targets well outside the range of local patrols. This tactic has made it increasingly difficult for naval forces to predict and intercept pirate movements. To evade detection and increase their chances of a successful attack, Somali pirates frequently disguise themselves as fishermen or legitimate maritime traffic. They exploit the confusion of busy shipping lanes, blending in until the moment they strike. Some groups have even resorted to broadcasting fake distress signals, luring unsuspecting ships into carefully planned ambushes. Once within range, the pirates swarm their target with skiffs, relying on speed and surprise to overwhelm the crew and take control before help can arrive. Their primary objective is ransom, both for the cargo and the crew, often demanding millions of dollars from shipping companies. The pirates' adaptability extends beyond the physical domain. In recent years, they have incorporated cyber tactics into their operations. There are documented cases of Somali pirates hacking into shipping company databases to access real-time information about vessel locations, cargo manifests, and crew rosters. This intelligence allows them to select high-value targets and avoid ships that are well defended or likely to be carrying armed security teams. Such hybrid operations, combining cyber intrusion with traditional maritime assault, underscore the growing sophistication of the threat. The roots of Somali piracy are deeply economic. Decades of political instability and the collapse of effective governance have left coastal communities with few legitimate opportunities. Foreign fishing fleets operating illegally in Somali waters have depleted fish stocks and undermined local livelihoods. For many, piracy is seen as a form of retribution or survival, a way to reclaim resources lost to foreign exploitation. The financial incentives are substantial, with successful hijackings yielding life-changing sums in a region where economic alternatives are scarce. Despite their ingenuity, Somali pirates face significant limitations when confronting modern naval forces. Their equipment, speedboats, small arms, and outdated rocket launchers cannot match the advanced technology deployed by warships such as the USS Zumwalt. The disparity is evident in every aspect of an encounter. While pirates rely on surprise and numbers, the Zumwalt's integrated sensor arrays and automated defense systems provide comprehensive situational awareness and rapid response capability. The ship's radar, for example, can detect and track multiple small boats traveling at high speed, differentiating them from merchant traffic and enabling the crew to identify hostile intent long before an attack begins. Yet, a question remains. What would drive Somali pirates to engage a warship rather than evade it? In some cases, misidentification plays a role. Pirates may mistake a stealth destroyer for a vulnerable merchant vessel or assume they are confronting a lightly armed escort. Alternatively, the pirates may believe that overwhelming force, attacking en masse with multiple skiffs, could compensate for their technological disadvantage. These scenarios highlight the persistent danger posed by determined attackers, even in the face of overwhelming odds. When the Zumwalt's advanced sensors register the approach of several high-speed boats, the crew must quickly assess the threat. The ship's ability to distinguish between legitimate maritime activity and hostile craft is crucial in these moments. The radar systems provide real-time tracking, while the integrated computing environment rapidly analyzes the situation and prepares the ship's defenses. The pirates, unaware of the true nature of their target, press forward, driven by desperation, miscalculation, or a belief that their tactics will succeed. The confrontation that follows is a test of modern naval doctrine against evolving asymmetric threats. As the pirates close the distance, the stage is set for a clash that will reveal the true extent of the technological divide and the consequences of challenging a warship designed to dominate the battle space. The confrontation began with the pirates advancing at high speed, their skiffs slicing through the water toward what they believed was a vulnerable convoy. Their focus was on the cargo ship, a prize they assumed would yield both goods and hostages. The USS Zumwalt, however, remained nearly invisible, its stealth profile blending into the horizon. The pirates, unaware of the warship's presence, pressed their attack, confident in tactics that had succeeded against less formidable targets. As the skiffs closed within range, the Zumwalt's ANS-PY-3 radar and optical sensor arrays provided a clear, real-time picture of the threat. Multiple small boats, moving erratically and at high speed, were tracked and classified within seconds. The crew, trained for rapid threat assessment, issued warnings across international radio channels and through loudspeakers, demanding the pirates turn back. Simultaneously, the Zumwalt maneuvered to shield the cargo vessel, interposing itself between the pirates and their intended target. A calculated move that demonstrated both tactical discipline and a commitment to protecting civilian shipping. When the pirates ignored the warnings and continued their approach, the Zumwalt initiated its first layer of defense. High-pressure water cannons, capable of flooding skiffs and disabling their engines, targeted the lead boats. Alongside, acoustic hailing devices emitted directed sound waves, designed to disorient and deter the attackers. Despite these escalating measures, the pirates scattered and accelerated, seeking weak points in the convoy's formation. Their response was familiar: spread out, attack quickly, and rely on confusion. The situation reached a critical point as the pirates opened fire, sending bursts of automatic weapons fire in the direction of the warship and the cargo ship. In the Zumwalt's Combat Information Center, the crew faced a split-second decision: whether to maintain non-lethal deterrence or escalate to lethal force. The ship's stealth profile allowed it to control the tempo, revealing its full capabilities only at the moment of its choosing. With the threat now clear and imminent, the order was given to engage. The Mk-46 Mod 230mm gun system activated, its fire control solution locking onto the nearest skiffs. In a matter of seconds, precision bursts of 30mm rounds struck the lead boat, disabling it and sending it out of the fight. The pirates, confronted by the sudden and overwhelming response, attempted to regroup, maneuvering erratically in hopes of evading the warship's targeting systems. Their efforts were hampered by the Zumwalt's electronic countermeasures, which disrupted pirate communications and navigation, leaving the attackers unable to coordinate or call for support. Several pirates responded with rocket-propelled grenades, aiming both at the Zumwalt and the cargo ship. The Zumwalt's stealth design and electronic warfare suite rendered these attacks ineffective. Projectiles missed their mark, or were absorbed by the ship's reinforced hull. The warship's Mk-57 vertical launching system, capable of firing Tomahawk and evolved Sea Sparrow missiles, remained on standby to address any escalation, though the engagement never reached a level that warranted their use. Throughout the encounter, the Zumwalt's crew maintained strict control. Non-lethal options, including grappling hooks and additional water cannon barrages, were employed to disable and capture remaining skiffs. Within minutes, the area was secured. One pirate boat sunk, others disabled or captured, and surviving pirates detained for transfer to authorities. The cargo ship and its crew remained unharmed, a testament to the effectiveness of the Zumwalt's layered defense. The clash illustrated not only the overwhelming technological advantage of the Zumwalt, but also the importance of disciplined escalation and multi-layered defense. Each phase of the encounter, from detection to non-lethal deterrence to precise application of force, demonstrated a level of control and capability that far exceeded anything the pirates could counter. The result was decisive, but the implications reach far beyond a single engagement. This event stands as a marker of how naval warfare is changing, and how the tools and tactics of piracy are increasingly outmatched by modern defense systems. The outcome of this engagement prompts a closer examination of how modern navies adapt to the realities of asymmetric maritime threats. Lessons from the skirmish between the USS Zumwalt and Somali pirates reveal the complexity of defending vast, ungoverned waters and the limitations of relying solely on technological superiority. This confrontation underscores the main topic: the evolving strategies required for effective naval defense against piracy. One of the most significant challenges is the sheer expanse of the operational theatre. Somali pirates exploit a maritime region that spans over 1.1 million square nautical miles. With only about 25 naval vessels available for patrol, each ship must monitor an average of 44,000 square nautical miles, an area larger than many countries. Pirates use this to their advantage, shifting their activities to less patrolled waters and forcing naval forces to operate reactively. Even the Zumwalt, with its advanced sensor suites and persistent surveillance capabilities, cannot provide blanket coverage. The scale of the threat necessitates a broader approach than any single warship can offer. International collaboration stands at the forefront of this response. Combined Task Force 150, CTF 150, a multinational naval task force, coordinates assets from multiple nations to patrol high-risk areas such as the Gulf of Aden and the Indian Ocean. These efforts are supported by intelligence-sharing initiatives, including the Maritime Security Center, Horn of Africa, and the International Maritime Bureau's Piracy Reporting Center. These organizations collect and distribute incident data, track piracy trends, and facilitate rapid communication among allied navies. The Zumwalt's role in these coalitions is not just to provide firepower, but to serve as a node in a network defense system, transforming shared intelligence into actionable responses through its integrated radar, optical sensors, and electronic countermeasures. The skirmish also highlighted the value of electronic warfare in modern naval defense. As pirates launched rocket-propelled grenades and heavy machine gun fire, the Zumwalt's electronic command, navigation, and information suite played a decisive role. The system jammed attempts to guide RPGs and deployed Nauka decoys to divert rocket fire, neutralizing threats before they could inflict damage. These defensive measures, combined with the ship's layered use of non-lethal and lethal force, demonstrate the importance of integrating advanced countermeasures with traditional naval tactics. In minutes, the pirate mothership was aflame. But what lessons did this engagement leave for asymmetric warfare at sea? The broader implications extend well beyond the tactical. Over 80% of global trade depends on secure maritime routes, and piracy in regions like the Gulf of Aden threatens the stability of international supply chains. Each successful attack increases insurance costs, disrupts shipping schedules, and puts crews at risk. The economic motivations behind piracy are deeply rooted in regional instability. A lack of governance, poverty, and resource exploitation have left many coastal communities with few alternatives. While advanced ships like the Zumwalt can defeat pirate attacks at sea, they cannot address the socio-economic factors that drive individuals toward piracy in the first place. Recognizing this, the United States Navy and its allies emphasize a comprehensive approach, training and supporting regional navies and coast guards, sharing resources and educating mariners on best practices, all contribute to a more resilient maritime security environment. Outreach programs and capacity-building initiatives enable local forces to take a more active role in their own waters, reducing reliance on external intervention and fostering long-term stability. International legal frameworks, such as the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, further reinforce these efforts by providing mechanisms for apprehending and prosecuting pirates. The International Maritime Bureau's ongoing documentation and analysis of piracy incidents inform both policy and operational decisions, ensuring that counter-piracy strategies evolve in response to changing threats. Ultimately, the skirmish between the Zumwalt and Somali pirates illustrates both the promise and the limits of technological innovation in maritime security. The ship's overwhelming capabilities ensured a swift and decisive outcome. Yet the persistence of piracy highlights the need for coordinated, multi-dimensional solutions. As naval forces refine their tactics and deepen their partnerships, the focus must remain on addressing both the symptoms and the root causes of piracy. The engagement leaves open a critical question. In an environment where technology can shift the balance in moments, how do navies sustain security against threats that continually adapt? This question will shape the future of naval defense, setting the stage for further examination of the enduring contest between advanced warships and unconventional adversaries. In examining the main lessons of this encounter, the Zumwalt's response highlights the vast technological gulf between advanced warships and the evolving tactics of Somali pirates. Modern piracy now involves motherships, hijacked fishing vessels, and digital reconnaissance. Pirates have even hacked shipping manifests to select high-value targets. The scale of the threat is clear. Piracy incidents in the region have risen 75% over the last decade, underscoring the urgency for effective action. Yet military superiority alone is not sufficient. Coordinated patrols by Combined Task Force 150, supported by intelligence sharing through the International Maritime Bureau, remain critical. Long-term solutions will require not only advanced naval assets, but also international cooperation, economic development, and stable governance to address the root causes of piracy.